Wonder Woman number 36, Jane Robinson writing, Carlo Pugolane on the art. Yeah, I'm ready for this to be done. This arc and
Honestly, if it wasn't for the
Honestly,
last page, I think I'd be done.
no, but even then, you know it's been coming from the start. Like the first time you see that character, you're like,
Well, he's
well,
someone.
clearly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Matt,
And,
Matt,
you
Matt,
know,
Matt, 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 this is horrible radio. Specify who you're talking about. You don't just say.
well, so in the first issue, we met Hercules' lawyer, right? I can't remember what his name was though, because he's just Hercules' lawyer. And throughout the issue, you see Wonder Woman and Jason. You know, Darkseid shows up and he does Darkseid things. And at the end, the lawyer shows back up and he has another thing up his sleeve. He's actually Zeus. And I just.
Wait a minute, Matt. He's got another thing up his sleeve. He's actually.
Yeah.
That's not a thing up his
Yeah.
sleeve. That's just.
That is the sleeve.
Yeah.
That's his sleeve. I preferred, again, this is me going back to Target, when the gods would present themselves, it was in ways where they're not, typically normal. They'd show up as animals or you'd feel their presence. So for the fact that he just shows up and is this personified, human-looking...
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I'm used to that in comics still.
Yeah, but, we set that baseline. You know what I mean? Like, going forward from here. And now you're just going to bring this up. I don't know. It feels like it just undercuts
Look,
what we've been
here's
doing.
the thing. Hercules was by far the best part of this arc. We agree with that,
Easy.
right?
Yep.
So my hope is that Zeus can tap into some of the Hercules goodness.
Yeah. So this issue. So we jump. Matt, of course, does not know how to go through in order. He has to jump to the end.
No, that was my fault, to be fair. I was the one who said last page is the only thing keep me reading. I'll take the blame on that one.
Sometimes.
He's wondering why he still does this, isn't he?
He does, I know.
Especially, I mean, you combine this issue of Wonder Woman with putting up with you two, and like it's a bad concoction. So this
You tell we
issue,
don't want to talk about it.
so this issue is Wonder Woman is tied up, and you got what's her brother's name? James.
Boring.
Boring, you say? Oh.
I'll be honest. I happened to actually just see it on a panel
Okay.
in front of me, which is why I knew that straight away.
Aye,
Man.
so
I feel so stupid for being excited this was ever a thing coming out of Darkseid War.
Hey,
I was like,
we haven't done the 3 Batmen yet. Or 3 Jokers,
no,
even.
3 Jokers.
yeah, what were you getting at? Look, so
We've had too many Batmen in the last couple of months.
So
I'm
Grail
losing track.
and Jason, Grail and
Ruined my
Jason,
world.
guys, let me get through this goddamn plot. Grail and
Do you want
Jason,
to interrupt it next, or shall I?
right, that's it. I'm muting the two of you. Right, so Jason and Grail are got Wonder Woman tied up, and they're basically just like, meh, we're villains, and we have you tied up, and what are you going to do about it? Alright, I'll take them off mute, because I'll forget to do it, and then we'll just have the rest of the show being
Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait till I go off mute.
nothing blank space. Anyway, so it's all just one big thing, and it doesn't really amount to much. Basically, she's trying to talk sense to Jason, and Jason doesn't really accept it. She eventually just breaks out anyway and starts fighting, and that's it. And then he just shows up.
Because she's like, yeah, I've just been letting you guys monologue,
No,
like,
it's an okay moment, but it's completely ruined by a horrible bit of dialogue. Let me find the phrase that pissed me off.
find the dialogue.
Hold on.
The art was quite nice.
Yeah.
That's alright.
I mean, it still was supposed to be Lou Pacino throughout, so...
No, it wasn't. It was Pagulayan and
Was
Lupacino
it?
were announced. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
was it?
yeah, here's the line of dialogue that I hated. So it's after she's break free, she's fighting with Grail, and she says, "I'm already sorry, Jason," and then she yells, "that I ever met you!" Like a child. That is a horrible line of dialogue to come out of Wonder Woman's mouth.
And this lady was an ambassador at one time? Yeesh.
I'm sorry I ever met you. My God. Come on.
I know you are, but what am I?
Honestly, the only part of this show I kind of liked was Waller and Steve going to visit Giganta for info. I kind of liked that scene because it was just kind of like contextual.
It tied back up the first issue.
Yeah, mythology building,
Yeah. So, how are we feeling about teenage Darkseid? Young teenage? It's hard to guess his age.
He can't get into bars yet, but
it's really hard to tell his age.
I'm indifferent, I guess. I don't really have strong feelings
It's like
on it.
Vin Diesel that way. You can tell me Vin Diesel's anywhere from 38 to 54, and I'm gonna believe it. So
That's true, actually.
yeah.
Okay. I thought there was a weird part where it was kind of flashing back to like when she first met Jason, which by the way was like earlier today in the timeline.
Yeah.
And I thought that was actually confusing. I actually got really confused the first time it just cut to like the different colouring, and I'm like, what's happening here? And it wasn't until the next page where it was like, oh, it's just recounting their first like lines together. I'm like, but this was like earlier today. Why is she having this weird flashback? This was hours ago.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't get it. Strange.
I mean, at least I think you could tell all right through the art because it went more almost
Yeah, they look different.
Yeah, so you could tell it was different because of that, even without the dialogue.
Yeah. But it wasn't until the next page that I really got that, it's just their first meeting again. Because I got confused, is this like a fantasy version of how they met? Like, where it's much better? But no, it's just...
But this was 2 issues ago for us. And for her, it was 6 hours ago.
Yeah, something like that.
8 hours, I don't know. Not
48
definitely
minutes.
no more than 12 hours at the absolute most.
This arc is brought to you by the producers of 24. The events occur in real time.
Terrifying.
Each page is exactly 1 minute.
See, that's not a bad concept if it played right.
No. I mean, hell, we had that the start of the button was like each panel's 1 second. That worked quite well.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, it works for the
Takes
Flash. I
skill
don't know if it would work for every other character, but it works for a Flash fight like that one did.
Yeah, that one did. But...
So also when this started, we had that thing with Jason, and she was like, "No, brother," at the very, very beginning.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like a little
when this
tease, a little flash forward of like something that's going to happen.
Yeah. So we think that he tries to take out Zeus, or what? Like,
Well, he changes his
I'll be
mind
honest,
here
I don't remember this.
because he stops Grail from killing Wonder Woman, or at least he tries to. He's
yeah,
like,
that fell so flat.
it did fall flat. I don't care.
I can't go through that after all. This is blood. I'm like, shut up. You were evil like 10 seconds ago. Just stick with it.
Well, this is the problem.
Damn it.
This is the problem. Is because we only just met him because he was just very quickly made this evil character. There's no weight to him, so there's no reason to believe that this turned to the good side.
In the space of 2 issues, well, 3 issues, we've had him start as good, reveal that he's evil, an issue that explained his backstory as to why he was evil, and then him turn back to being good.
Was he ever really evil, or was he just full of self-interest?
Misguided,
You know what I mean?
But just he had his turn. He went against her, so that was enough to be counted as evil for this discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read this
He
last.
sucks as a character.
I was not looking
I
forward
can't wait
to
to be
this.
done with him.
Yeah, I am really ready for this arc to be over. I'm really ready for them to announce whoever's going to be coming on this book sort of full time.
We've got another arc after this yet, haven't we?
We do, but at least it's not this one. I'm hoping it'll be much more of a fun romp.
At least it's not this one.
Well, because like if it's more like just the opening issue with Gigantic, like if it's just the fun stuff like that, then yeah, I think Robinson's could be fine.
Too bad.
Like